You're the bear claw in the garbage bag that is my life. Because we watched Season 9, Episode 14, The Strongbox. So, Katie.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
How did you like The Strongbox?
I'd say I did and I didn't.
Oh, really?
I'm going to skip to the end. And I wrote, you forgot to write an ending, didn't you?
Everything just ends.
Yeah. So there's parts of this episode where, at one point I just rolled my eyes and looked over at you like, what is this? But other parts were fine. I don't know. What did you think?
I would have to describe the episode as a whole forgettable.
Yeah.
But I remember all of these things.
Did you remember them as being part of the same episode?
Well, we can throw it back to last week where I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But I remember you both have to, your relationship isn't like a submarine launch. You don't both have to turn your key. I remember the girlfriend being too tan. I remember Elaine dating a poor person, and then, spoiler alert, he ends up being also married.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the whole, not letting somebody in that lives in your apartment, and then you keep running into them. And
yep.
So, I don't know.
I'd call it uneven.
Yeah, sure. So The Strongbox was written by Dan O'Keefe. It was directed by Andy Ackerman. It aired on February 5th, 1998. Vulture.com ranked it as the 157th best episode.
Oof.
They said that it was too dark.
Too dark?
Too dark. Well,
there's been episodes about suicide.
Jerry does rob a grave.
A parrot grave.
All graves are sacred, Katie.
I don't think God says animals go to heaven, Derek. You went to Bible camp. You should know that.
What kind of terrible heaven do you worship that doesn't have cats and dogs and other pets?
I don't worship anything.
You just said your vision of heaven, there are no pets.
My vision of heaven is just pets. I'm saying the canon version of heaven doesn't have dogs in it. It certainly doesn't have parrots. True. Oh, check the Bible.
All dogs go to heaven.
Didn't the church ban that movie?
Did they?
I don't know.
Screen Crush ranked it as the 128th best episode. Only mentioning George's girlfriends.
Yeah.
IMDb has it as the 140th. So they're all kind of in that, lower quarter.
I would agree. This is, when we were watching it, I was like, this is what people mean when in season 9, they're just bad people.
Of note, they talked about how this episode marks a decline of Elaine.
Oh.
Because she thinks that he's married and she's okay to date him. Mm-hmm. And then he's poor and she's like, well, I better pay him off so that I don't feel bad breaking up with him. Mm-hmm. So her morals are really on a downward slope.
So it gets worse. So who are the guest stars?
You didn't read the synopsis.
I didn't. Let me read the Netflix synopsis. George dates 2 women at once. Elaine dates a poor man. Jerry fails to recognize a man who lives next door. Kramer buys a strongbox for his valuables. Yep.
Those things happen.
Who are the guest stars?
So we had Louis Mastillo, who played Phil. He was in One for the Money, The Peacemaker, and City Island. He was in a whole bunch of things, and I did not recognize any of them. Ileana Douglas, who played Loretta. She was in Easy to Assemble, Welcome to Sweden, and Action.
I know her face.
Yeah.
Action was that one that you wrote a spec script for.
Yeah.
I definitely know her face, but then I thought maybe I was confusing her with Toni Collette.
Was Ileana Douglas in...
You looked her up. You should know this.
Being John Malkovich?
I don't know. You just looked up her IMDb. No, we're not doing it now.
Yeah. She was in Ghost World.
Mm-hmm.
Stir of Echoes. Chasing Amy.
She's been in a ton of stuff. She's very recognizable.
To Die For. Alive?
Where they eat each other?
Yeah. Goodfellas? Okay, now who was in Being John Malkovich that I'm thinking of?
Oh my god.
Let's be a second. You got somewhere to be?
I'm going to take pictures of our cat while you're
Oh,
doing
I was thinking of Catherine Keener.
She
kind of looks like Catherine Keener, no?
Well, now I have to look her up.
No. Well, we don't have time for that.
Oh, I know who you're thinking of, and I don't agree. I think she looks like Toni Collette.
Well, what does Toni Collette look like? Alex Knapp played Moira. She's in Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Oh.
Do you know which character she plays?
No.
She is the voice of the USS Enterprise.
Because Majel Barrett died?
I don't know if Majel Barrett died.
I don't know if she died either.
That'd be a great name to play in Scrabble.
She died.
Majel Barrett?
Yes.
Yeah, but is she in hell?
No.
Guy Montgomery thinks she's in hell.
I mean, you could argue that anybody's in hell, except dogs and parrots, because they don't go anywhere.
God has to do something with the dead pets. What do you think? There's piling them up in
Purgatory?
In Purgatory? Oh, there's the cat pile. You know how many? You know how big those piles would be? Every like.
Do you like?
What's the average lifespan of a house pet? Like, even cats and dogs, it's got to be sub 10 years.
No, 13.
Average.
13.
Average. So many of them die as puppies. It's like the olden days for them.
What are you talking about?
You know how like people are like, oh, 500 years ago the average life expectancy was 30, and it's because so many under 3-year-olds died that it like skews the average. It's not that humans only lived until 30 and then we died of old age.
You know what? I really thought it was just like, 30 years old. Time to go.
People still lived until they were old. It's all. But puppies and cats, like a lot of them.
You don't think modern veterinary medicine has improved the life expectancy of animals?
They're hiding the cure for FIP.
We have to talk to our family vet about this.
They're hiding the cure for FIP.
Explain.
There's a inflammatory disease that affects cats that a guy found a cure for.
Just a guy?
He was a doctor.
Okay.
And he did research. And it was like a coronavirus that affected cats that caused this inflammation in certain cats that had like, it would mutate in them and affect them. And then when COVID-19 hit, the drug company was like, oh, can we like use this technology to like treat humans? And
they could,
but they were like, oh, we don't want to like also get it approved for animals because it might hurt our chances of getting it approved for humans. So they only got it approved for humans and made like $2 billion. But now you can't even talk to a vet about it because it's not FDA approved. There's a three-part series going on
conspiracy YouTube? Or?
No, on another a journalism podcast, an actual podcast where people do research.
Well, that's too bad. Remdesivir for the animals.
Yeah, you have to order it from China.
So are there any more guest stars?
Yeah. Oh, no. We didn't finish Alex Knapp. She was in something else, but she was also in The New Adventures of Old Christine.
Oh.
Which starred Julia Louis-Dreyfus. So before she veeped, she
was old.
New adventured. I also looked up Nicholas Walker, who played Glenn. He was in a remake of WKRP in Cincinnati, which came out in 1992. He was in a remake of Battlestar Galactica, The Second Coming, which came out in 1999. Not the good one. Like another remake that they tried.
Weird.
And then of note, he had a little bit of a break in his career. His penultimate role was in a movie called She Spies, which came out in 2003. And then he was in something called Splitsville, which came out in 2025.
Wow.
Yeah. The
What
whole
happened in between?
22 years. What did he do?
Maybe he
Maybe he
raised
was
a family. Okay. We have to break up.
No.
All right.
So what did you do? What could I do? We fooled around a bit and went to the movies.
I mean, she's a psychopath, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not just this, like, no, I don't accept this breakup. She talks to her food. Like, she, and has like a smiling, flat affect, too. I wonder, I've never seen her in other things, but did they direct her to, like, kind of look past George while she's talking and just be flat?
Very, like, monotone.
Yeah. Did she have an underbite, too?
She had a strong jaw.
Okay.
She kind of looked like, what was the name of the actress that played Skylar in Breaking Bad? We can take a break and look it up.
Edie Falco?
I don't know. Anyways, she kind of looked like her.
So I liked when George was listing off the reasons that he wants to break up with Maura. I remembered her name this time. And he she talks to her food, and Jerry's like, you got tons of reasons or whatever. And he goes, in bed, I'm afraid we're out of time. Wouldn't he want to hear the juicy stuff?
Jerry's not raunchy like that.
No, he's not.
No.
He's so chaste. Have you ever been in a situation where you're breaking up with someone or someone's breaking up with you and the other party doesn't turn their key? Like, someone makes a big effort, either you or the other person, to, like, try to change their mind.
I mean, obviously not to this extent.
Yeah.
I think I've had, like, some relationships where it was like, you break up, you get back together, you fight, you, like, the relationship's, like, off and on, and like, you know?
No, I don't.
No, you were clean cut, turn the key, nuke is gone, target acquired.
I was broken up with once that was upsetting because it was very out of the blue, and I didn't say no or, like, try to continue the relationship, but I did write a letter, which I should have just thrown in the garbage, but I delivered to him. And I should have just thrown the letter in the garbage.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Retrospectively.
Yeah. But my dorm neighbor and her mom took me out for sushi and also to deliver the letter to his house. But they were like, she's just been through a breakup. Let's take her out and, like, cheer her up. But it wasn't someone that I really knew very well. It was a nice gesture.
Sure.
Sushi pizza.
Oh. Sushi pizza as in pizza with sushi on it, or sushi in the form of pizza?
Sushi in the form of pizza.
That's the better one.
Yeah, of course.
I like how you're talking about, oh, here's a really nice moment that I remember from my past. I'm like, wait, what kind of food are we talking about here?
I really, it was a very nice gesture, but really, my roommate's mom should have been like, do you maybe not want to give him the letter? How about we just go for dinner? And after dinner you want to deliver the letter, then we'll do it.
Wait 3 days.
Yeah, basically. What would be your last meal choice if you were going to be executed?
Well, how am I going to be executed? Is important thing. Okay, we should probably talk about that. How did Elaine and Glenn's conversation get to this point?
How did they meet? Did they meet on the street?
Like, I assume that she's, like, sitting there, like, drinking a coffee or something.
I guess.
They're, like, sitting on, like, a little, like
outdoor stoop?
Yeah, stool and chair thing.
In the alley?
Like no. It's like a patio on on, like, the sidewalk.
Okay. Was he drinking anything? Did he make a purchase? So, no. Oh.
But, like, in the very next scene, she's like, oh, I don't know anything about him. How do you have a conversation long enough that you get to the point where you're talking about what your next meal would be, depending on the method of execution, without knowing anything about this guy?
I think that's just meant to show how compatible they are, that they can just talk about whatever. And his poverty is getting in the way of their love.
So, to get back to the food, you have talked about...
I'm sorry to interrupt, but whenever you say, you have said, I worry, because I don't remember what I've said, so I don't know what you're going to come up with.
Uh, you ruined my train of thought.
Sorry.
Podcast, Ed
Food.
Gamble, James Acaster.
Oh, off menu?
Off menu. You have talked about what your off menu meal would be.
I did write an off menu menu.
Do you think, when you are talking about your off menu meal, do you think that differs greatly from the meal you would want as your last meal?
Well, the off menu conceit is that it's a dream restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And you never get full and you never feel bad and it's never too many calories and anything is possible.
If you're getting killed, you don't have to worry about any of those things.
Well, if I stuffed myself with a 6-course meal with a drink with every course plus dessert,
I mean, you're already suffering. Bad. Well, you're already suffering the indignity of being killed by the state. You don't want to your pants too.
I assume if you're electrocuted, you probably your pants.
I mean, probably, but I mean, you want to maintain the minute amount of dignity that you have, don't you? You're screaming. You're like, I didn't kill that man. I didn't kill that man. And then they flip a switch and you your pants.
Well, Elaine said if she was going to be electrocuted, she'd go for pasta, right? For that very reason, I assume.
What if the punishment for murder was just they hooked you up to a machine?
Are you okay?
And they flipped a switch and you
and then you lived?
Yeah.
But you have to do it in front of everybody you know? In a gallery? And then what, you have to clean yourself up?
Who invented this machine?
I don't think I've ever seen you laugh so hard in your life. So you're in favor of public humiliation over a corporal punishment.
I mean, it's 10 times worse.
And in the execution scenario, you're just dead, so who cares? But in the other one, you have to live with the shame forever.
Yep.
So what would your last meal be?
I mean, so when I went through the exercise with off menu, doing the same thing, I really struggled for like what I would want my like main course to be.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you did an off menu menu.
I mean, I think I thought about it. Maybe I didn't laminate it by any means.
I didn't laminate it. I just wrote it down and then I threw it away. So what did you end up choosing as your main course?
I think I chose a hamburger.
What?
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Really?
Yeah.
A hamburger made by whom?
A hamburger like I remember the Apache hamburgers that I ate when I was a kid.
Are they? So it's different now?
Well, like when we went back most recently, I was like, this doesn't live up to my memory of it.
They still have the Kaiser bun.
I think their buns changed.
Oh.
I think their buns are a stiffer dough. Like I think it's probably like a higher quality bun, but I think it makes a worse quality hamburger using that bun.
Wow. Harsh words. For Apache Grill. World famous Apache Grill.
Best fast food joint that employs only ex-cons.
A burger, huh? You know, I put something that you made on my dream menu.
Yep.
Your French onion soup.
Yeah, I know.
You're welcome.
I made it for you for your birthday this year.
I know. And it was really good. It wasn't for my birthday. It was...
Mother's Day.
Yeah. You don't even remember.
Neither did you. And I did, because I said it.
We are nearly half an hour in, and we have barely started talking about this episode.
We've talked about enough, though.
All right. So we have the same Strongbox as Kramer.
Is it a different model?
It is a different model. We have the Sentry 1170. He actually has the Sentry 2180 in black.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Yeah.
Where's Archie?
That's a good question. He's keeping his Tony in there, his military discharge.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Elaine's inner monologue in this episode?
That doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you.
I think it's cheap.
Michael Richards was in the army as a medic, and he was honorably discharged.
I think the ginger ale at the diner is just Coke and Sprite mixed together. Can I prove it? Nah, I can't.
So you know this is a bartender's trick?
No.
It's referred to as bartender's ginger ale.
What?
It's when you don't have ginger ale on tap or whatever, you just mix Coke and Sprite together.
And you think it fools people?
Bartenders do.
I don't think a Canadian would be fooled by bartender's ginger ale. So Jerry shuts the door on this guy who he doesn't recognize because there's been burglaries in the building.
Yeah.
Then later they get in the elevator together and he goes, "Oh, you do live here." Why doesn't he apologize at that point?
Sure. Also, when the guy's closing the door, why doesn't he say like, "Hey, I live on your floor. I'm right next to Kramer and Newman."
Yeah.
Instead of just looking like an idiot.
True. But, I mean, yes, we need it for story reasons, but like you're in the elevator and go, "Gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm Jerry. I live in 5B or wherever he lives." And he says, "I'm Phil. I'm in 5E."
Mm-hmm.
And we're done.
Yeah. I do think it's like Jerry does the right thing.
Closing the door in his face?
Yeah, but that is the thing you are supposed to do.
It is. Have you ever closed the door in anybody's face when you've lived in apartment buildings?
Probably not. I also think so there's a little bit of a switcheroo. Usually Jerry does the thing you're not supposed to do when he gets his comeuppance. Similarly, George usually doesn't have a reason for wanting to break up with someone or does something terrible.
Yeah.
And they want to break up with him. So it's like also flip aroundy situation.
It's an interesting way to look at this episode.
Elaine usually dates richer people.
She does.
That aren't married.
What do you think about Elaine's situation?
I think she shouldn't date a married man.
Okay, but that comes in at the end.
So I think it's okay to not date a guy who is eating donuts out of the garbage.
Okay.
I also think it's weird because at first he's kind of trying to hide his poverty.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Hey, come with me and get donuts out of the garbage."
Yeah, that is weird. And brings her to his place. What is he expecting her to think of it all?
Yeah. How do you feel about jewelry on men?
Don't care for it. That's Elaine talking, but also me. I mean, it's a good thing you don't wear your wedding ring. I'd be totally grossed out.
There was a guy at jiu-jitsu. It was his first time, and he was in shorts and a t-shirt, but he had he left his chain on.
Blech. Why don't you tattoo my name on your ring finger?
Sure.
That's a recipe for a breakup.
Let's see if we could beat the odds. I'm trying to think of what else to ask you about this episode. What do you think Loretta's situation is? Why is she so tan?
She's addicted to self-tanner.
Oh, okay.
Pretty simple.
Maybe that's why she doesn't want to sleep with George right away, because she didn't
She's going to get tan all over his sheets.
Yeah.
But I bet George has navy blue sheets.
He has dinosaur sheets. We've seen his bed.
Oh, she had a peek into the bedroom when they came in and she's like, "Oh, I cannot lay down there."
I don't think he still has dinosaur sheets, though. I don't know if we've seen his bed since Susan.
Didn't he have baseball sheets?
Oh, maybe it was baseball. There was a baseball thing above the bed and dinosaur sheets?
Possibly.
We haven't talked about the parrot.
What noises were they making for parrots?
I'm thinking they just had some PA in the hallway.
But not even making a brack sound. It was like a metallic squink noise. It did not read parrot to me.
Their parrot impression needed some work.
Yeah. Fredo was weak and stupid. He shouldn't have eaten that key.
This is a reference to The Godfather.
I know that, but I have not seen The Godfather. Was Fredo weak and stupid?
It's said in The Godfather.
Okay. So I just wrote grave robbers and I giant eye roll. Like, this is where we're at?
I don't think this plan works out logistically.
What do you mean?
Well, they're like on their way
Yeah.
to this gala. They got to get a shovel, figure out what pet cemetery they're going to, dig up the bird, cut open the bird, presumably clean up the cufflinks, rebury the bird.
Or not.
Make it to the gala?
Yeah.
There's not enough time for that.
Kramer's got red buttons on his shirt and red cufflinks.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
No. It was the 90s, though, so.
But I mean, I haven't been to a lot of gala affairs, but I've never seen red buttons.
Is it gala or gala?
Gala?
Well, I mean, Kramer's got his own style.
I didn't know it was an option.
Those suits are like wide-shouldered, big lapel.
Baggy pants. Yeah. I did notice how silly... Kramer looked fine, despite the red buttons, but Jerry looked quite silly.
Yeah. Maybe too wide.
In the shot when they're in the hallway where you can see his pants, it was like, aren't you glad we're in the skinny pants era of men's tailoring?
Yeah, just give me those sausage casings.
So yeah, kind of a weird episode. Do you have anything else?
What is Moira and Loretta's endgame?
I don't know. That's the thing. They're all in the cafe together. And they're like, I'm fine with this. Yep. They didn't write an ending. Mm-hmm. They have not resolved George's problem.
I'm going to give them $55 each.
Give me $40, you'll never see me again. Mm. And then Elaine does that thing that she does.
Well, this is one for the books, eh, Jerry?
What a strange, lame way to end the episode. And then they repeat it when the Castle Rock thing is playing. Like, it's such a funny line, they have to say it again. I hate this episode. I've decided. It's hacky.
Uh-huh. I'm glad 40 minutes after initially asking you've come full circle.
Who wrote this?
Dan O'Keefe.
Who's he?
He has written a few episodes, but he doesn't even have an entry on like the Seinfeld wiki.
Shows.
Yeah.
I have corrections.
Sure.
Last week we talked about door-to-door sales.
Sure.
So Ontario banned door-to-door sales of some things, like HVAC and water services.
Oh.
Strictly because of complaints.
Yeah.
Because people were showing up at people's doors and like forcing their way into their homes and making them sign contracts and stuff. And so because of complaints, there was legislation provincially. But telecoms are federally
regulated?
Regulated. So, like, Bell can come to your house and be like, do you want to switch to Bell? Blah, blah, blah. Charities aren't selling anything, so they're allowed to come and ask for money. And then other companies like, student painters and stuff could apply under the law that bans them, but nobody really complains. So they're allowed to. It's basically, if you make enough noise, you don't have to talk to those people anymore.
Tall poppy syndrome.
Yeah. Apparently, door-to-door sales was a $36 billion industry in 2022.
In Canada?
Worldwide.
Oh, okay.
But for what though? I don't know. I went to a website to do this research, and it was a door-to-door sales, like, company or, like, institute or something that was promoting it. And it had the most annoying pop-up ad I've ever seen on the internet.
Don't try and sell stuff online. It's much better to do it door to door. Isn't this annoying?
It was a full screen pop-up with no X anywhere to be found. And it was an animated little guy who walked across the screen and then like leaned against the text. And then he would occasionally like shift his position and lean against a different letter and then walk around to the other side and then do a little...
This is GeoCities in 1998?
Yeah. And you had to close the browser. Like, there was no way out of it. Like, if you had information that would have brought me in, you've now covered it with this guy. A little cartoon guy. It was like Clippy on steroids. Just as annoying as door-to-door sales.
ChatGPT, generate me an image of Microsoft Clippy on steroids.
Next week, we have The Wizard.
We go down to Del Boca Vista because Kramer is retiring. And Jerry buys his dad a pocket organizer.
Didn't Elaine date the wizard?
I'm the Wiz.
The Wiz. Sorry.
I'm the Wiz.
Well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Believe it or not, this is our podcast. Please subscribe at the end. If you subscribed, we would be happy. Please subscribe to us. Believe it or not, it's our podcast.
Is that a Seinfeld reference?